Mmm. Ah. Oh, is it because I didn't have... Okay, so that... My mic to a certain degree. That's interesting. Okay, mic is working now. My bad. My bad. Apparently that does affect my microphone. It doesn't affect it as much as this up here, but let's see here. Interesting. If either of those are all the way down, then I lose my microphone altogether. Sorry about that. I did not realize that my microphone was all the way off. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm doing good. I was just pointing out that I have 2 stamina wheels now, so I can kind of keep gliding forever. And that we're picking out the last couple of, I'm picking off the last couple of shrines in this area before I either do some other exploration or something similar. This area is... Oh, that one's eyes are glowing. Do I have any other... Let's see here. I'll go ahead and use the Guardian Sword just to get it out of my inventory. Okay, everything should be dead. Yep. Why are your eyes glowing, kind sir? That is terrifying. I really don't like the fact that that one statue's eyes are glowing. I'm gonna try and get a better vantage point. I have a feeling this shrine is going to be hidden inside somewhere and not actually easily visible. I have a feeling, a very strong feeling. I'm super close to it right here. I have a feeling it has something to do with Mr. Glowy Eyes over here. I was correct. It did have something to do with Mr. Glowy Eyes. Alright. And other than this one, there's one out on the water, and those will be the last 2 in this area before I move on to some other exploration and otherwise dicking around. File of Passage. Alright. Okay. So I need to look out for the giant rolling balls. And I need to quite possibly stasis something at some point. I can magnesis you, so I'm just gonna magnesis you out of my way. Stasis will be used right now. Okay, now I ride this gear up. Ah. Oh, look, there's a treasure chest right there. Pardon me. Opal. Oh, and there's another one right there. Oh. I'll wait until that gets around to flat, and then I will get that treasure chest as well. And everything else lines up. Bam. That'll mean that one's down. A soldier spear. Very nice. I'll switch out to that since that's a little bit of a less damaging spear. And I kind of like to use my lower damage stuff first. Now watch this mastery as I fail to do this. Oh boy. Here we go. Come on. Just stay up. Yeah. No stasis needed. I do like the addition of spirit orbs in this one over the use of... I like the addition of spirit orbs over the use of... What is that word I'm looking for? I can't think of it right now. Oh, of just straight up heart containers, because obviously in this one you can upgrade more than just your hearts, so it would make no sense to use heart containers. So having it all be... What other shrine could I possibly be looking for? You're telling me there's a second shrine in this area? Um... There's also apparently one like in this area. Apparently one there. Let's see here. Let me zoom out and see what I'm missing. On this map, I've got this one, this one, this one. I've got that one. Got that one. I don't have that one. Got number 8, which is right here. Got that one. All 3 here. Getting a call from a number I don't recognize. I've got that one. Or is that one even on this map? Is it? No, that one's not even on this map. So I got all those 3. I got that one. I got that one. I got that one. So what? Which? Why is it saying that I'm near a shrine again? What shrine am I near that it's telling me that I'm near? Because it shouldn't be able to sense another shrine in this area unless I'm super duper close to one. But apparently I am. Let's figure this out. Hold on, let me connect there. Having 2 stamina wheels is so nice. Ah, so close. Well, I guess we'll just wait until all of our stamina wheels fill up again. And then I'll do the jumps. Okay, so I'm apparently really close to one right here. Or is it like above me somehow? Oh, I'm not gonna be able to jump up this cliff. Yeah, I'm gonna fall. And there it is. I couldn't glide because I was out of stamina. And it stops right there. Like, I'm apparently really close to one right up until I get too high up on that cliff, and then I'm suddenly nowhere near it again. That's really interesting. I'm like I'm fiddling Link back and forth trying to see if I can't like get the general sense of direction that I should be going in to see the shrine. Apparently it's just right over this hill, if the sensor is to be anything to indicate it off of. Where is it? I've got such a strong read on it, but there's nothing here. I don't get it. Am I missing something? Am I missing some shrine that I don't know about? I don't get it at all. I'm supposedly on top of another shrine right now. However, unless it might... Hell, it might be at the top of the Peak of Awakening. Let's figure it out. We got the stamina. Let's climb. Or it could be smack dab in the middle of this waterfall. I have no clue. Might be buried. I found a buried one. It was right next to this, and yet the sensor's still going off like there's one right next to me. That's what I'm worried about, is it might be like inside the waterfall or something, and I just don't know how to figure it out. Also, welcome out, Splatrat. A shrine quest, that's also true. In which case I need to start doing some of the side quests around the area. I should have already been doing these anyway. I should have been doing side quests in the areas forever ago. I just haven't bothered to start them. I've done one or two, and they're usually at the stables, and that's how I got like the rubber helmet, but other than that, like, I haven't really been doing too many quests. I should be, but I haven't been. See, it goes nuts when I'm looking out that way. So it's definitely not here at the Peak of Awakening. I'm just climbing the peak now just because I want to. Yeah, this is definitely, like, I have a guide pulled up, but the guide doesn't say anything about there being a shrine in this area. So right now, I've completely and totally abandoned any quest of trying to find the shrine, and I just want to climb this peak. That might be one of my favorite things about Breath of the Wild, is that my track of mind does not have to be stuck on, oh, you do this. It just comes down to, you know what, I want to climb that mountain. Is it the official guide? It is not the official guide. It is a guide that a couple of dudes put together online. Oh, I think this might be a Korok. Hey, it was a Korok. Goodbye, Rock. Well, so the guide so far, like the guide that I found so far, was pretty accurate. Like it showed me that one, and that one was buried in the ground. But apparently there's another one. And then apparently the person that made the guide, it might be in a different map area or something. I don't know. All I know is that I found all of the ones in this map area. And that's it. Like, there are no others in this map area. Apparently the one that I did, this one right here, was supposed to have a shrine quest, but I did it without the shrine quest. I just shot the statue and it worked. There's number 12 on this list. You've got the Ocarina of Time clothes. I have the Smash Link, and you can get Twilight Princess clothes from him. I haven't done my amiibo yet, so I might do those whenever I go to try and find this shrine. Like right before I do that. But apparently there's a shrine somewhere in this area. Like, let's see here. As I start flying over, you'll see, yeah, it starts going off. And I'll kind of like orientate myself. And it gets stronger and stronger the closer I'm getting. Or it's dying down now. Ah, see, I've the only three that I have are Rider Link, the Moblin, or the not Moblin, the Bokoblin. Okay, there's definitely something under this water. Like, it's got to be here, right? Like, it just keeps going off like crazy right here. Oh, it's under the, you know what? You're probably right. It's probably under that waterfall. Because I've already done one under a waterfall, there might as well be another. I now have Cass's theme stuck in my head, and that's not a terrible thing. See, the one that I want to get my hands on the most, the one that I want to get my hands on the most of all of the amiibo so far, is I want to get my hands on the, Majora's Mask one, so I can run around as Fierce Deity Link. That would be the coolest. Yeah, I bet there's a cave. Yeah, there's probably, I bet there's a cave up, like, mid-level to the waterfall. And it's gotta be inside the cave. Dude, there's a guy online, I can't remember his username right away. I think it's like, it's literally like Accordion Dude or something like that. I can't remember the actual name. Hold on. I'm subscribed to him on YouTube. But he does accordion themes of games, and he just went to town with Cass's theme. Mr. Accordion. He's called Mr. Accordion on YouTube, and he does a great rendition of Cass's theme. Oh, I hit a button. My bad. Okay, so that finds that shrine, and so I want to find the shrine over here. While we're stopped at Kakariko Village, I will go ahead and do my amiibo for the day. The Bokoblin one is a little bit sad, honestly. I like it a lot, and you can actually get a lot of free meat, but, yes, it is. Every time I hear it, like, the best part about Cass's theme is that it lets you know Cass is somewhere nearby. I've been in a lot of situations where I'm just like randomly wandering, and then I'll hear the boo-doo-doo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo-doo, and I just go, wait, is Cass here? And just, I freak out. That, and if you find him at stables, he's playing Epona's theme on his accordion. It's so good. It's so great. Let's go ahead and set up for the amiibo today. So I'm going to start off like I always do with Link from Smash, in the hopes that I may be able to get more than just my Twilight headgear. Ow. Yeah, Trousers of Twilight. And there goes all of my supplies. Maybe I should not be doing this up on a mountain. Yeah, Beetle is now the series shopkeep ever since Wind Waker. I would love for Cass and Sidon for sure. And I'd easily put Linebeck in there. He's pretty cool. Cass sticks out to me a lot, and I actually really like. One of the first pictures I ever saved was the first time that I was playing. Oh, that's the eShop. Nope. One of the first pictures I ever saved on this was when I first met Sidon, and I was like, yes, Sidon, yes. Sidon, and whenever his theme started playing, I was like, I really want to like this guy, but at the time I had no idea what was going on. I was terrified that he was going to be a bad guy. But let's see here. Let's go ahead and do Rider Link next, which is going to be that one right there. Which gives you a lot of mushrooms. And some shock arrows. Awesome. I'm always happy to get more shock arrows. Especially considering I actually haven't done, I haven't finished the, Divine Beast Ruda's quest yet. And then, oh, sorry, I forgot to show off. We're doing the Moblin next. He drops lots of meat, which is really the reason I do it, because the weapon that they usually give in this is never really good. Except if it's a Dragon Bone Boko Bat with attack up 12. Holy shit! Look at that thing! That is not normal. Oh, it can get you the Sword of Sages? That's awesome. These are the only 3 Zelda amiibo I have right now. And I'm trying to figure out if I can't get more, but my area is a little sparse on amiibo. Anyway, I'm going to pick up this shrine right here, and then I'm going to do all of the Kakariko side quests, because I want to, and I have never done any of them. Or I've done very little of them in my first run. This is my second run through the game, and I'm kind of just exploring and having fun with it. Yeah, the giant glowing, sacred sword. It'd be really cool if you could get his sword from his outward flange. Importing wouldn't be a terrible idea. I haven't really thought about importing. I've kind of just been looking at the stores in my area because it's not something I've really focused on, but I've found amiibo individually and I was just like, that's cool. I liked the Zelda amiibo. I'm a really big Zelda fan. It's the first game I ever played was Link's Awakening, followed up by and then I've since played and beaten every single Zelda game besides the DS ones. Oh, this is weird. There's a there should be a ball that I can place in this, or do I need to bomb it or what? How do I activate this? Somebody show me the way. I bet there's a side quest in Kakariko Village about this. I'll do the Kakariko side quest. I know Spirit Tracks had good music. I didn't play many of the DS ones because whenever they were coming out, I didn't have a working DS. I eventually got a DS Lite later to play Golden Sun Dark Dawn, but did not own a DS at the time that the DS Zeldas came out, and so unfortunately I did not get a good chance to do any of that. Sorry to bother you, but are you a fellow traveler? As for me, I just love art. In fact, I'm traveling the world in search of beautiful landscapes. Just between you and me, I hear there's a great fairy fountain somewhere near the village. I hear its breathtaking beauty. Aesthetics aside, there's also a place that can bestow people some kind of mysterious power. I've been researching it for ages, and I finally have a lead. There's a place that is beyond suspicion. The problem is, I can't seem to find the fountain in... Yes, I understand. Oh, I knew it. I just knew it. There was someone like me nearby who appreciates true beauty. I just realized just how expressive the faces are. I think I've been reading the text, but I forgot to really look at the faces as they're talking. They're very expressive. I haven't put it all together yet. There's a suspicious place I have my eye on. In fact, I was about to head there now. Would you like to come along? Sounds great. Great. Just what I expected from a fellow beauty connoisseur like you. Alright, then follow me. From what I've heard, Spirit Tracks was a really good game. I just never played it. Yep, the Guardian amiibo was one of the biggest things. The big OP run. I know there's a big controversy right now between whether or not amiibo should be allowed for speedruns, because if you have the Link amiibo, like the Smash Link amiibo, you get there's a chance to get Epona, and Epona's like an awesome horse that almost never gets tired and will not try to buck you off or anything, and you can easily get to Ganon's castle in like no time flat because of it. It's been years since I visited the village, so it was hard to dig up info. You probably noticed the people here all wear the same attire. I made the mistake of asking the same person the same thing multiple times. Oops. I was already a stranger to the village, but now I am a suspicious roamer to them. But if it helps me track down a beautiful landscape, I don't care what people think of me. Oh, now he's tired. So, tired. Hills aren't easy for old fogies like me. Sorry, but I don't think I can go on pant. The Great Fairy Fountain should be along the path that leads past the shrine. That's what I've been told anyway. Yeesh, I'm completely out of breath. That always happens right about here. I think I better rest a bit. You go on ahead. I think I've already got a picture of it. Or I guess they're going to make me take a picture of it again now that I actually have the quest. True, and if Epona is no longer around by other scans. I think personally speaking, it should be allowed as its own category. There should be an amiibo percentage. There should be an amiibo percent and an any percent run. Because that way you can get people who think that it's not fair and people that think it's 100% viable. Because, I mean, it'd be the same thing that happens with, like, how they have to limit frame rates on games like Oblivion, because the run takes place on PC, but, if you have a better PC, you can get better frame rates, and higher frame rates means, higher frame rates usually means something crazy, like, yes, I already know about all the shrines and everything. Or all the locations for memories. But, you can just crank up the frame rate and the game runs at like 300% speed. So, at that point, you're literally buying your world record. So, they had to make it to, the game was forced to, I think, 60 frames was what the max you could run the game at for the speed run to be valid was. And, like, that means every single speed run literally has to have an SPS counter, like, right in there, to show off, like, yes, this run was valid. The entire run took place at 60 FPS. Sir Link, my cuckoos. My precious cuckoos. They haven't come home yet. Now my wife wants to do nothing with me. My cuckoos are my only emotional support. Damn, your life is sad. What to do? I'll go find them. Really? Thank you. It's literally like the cuckoo quest in Ocarina of Time. That's great. I have 10 cuckoos total. Hopefully you'll be able to find them all. So there's 3 in there right now. I know of this one right here. Can I please hover with this? Yes, I can! There's one cuckoo. As I say, I always know there's one on the top of one of these ridges as well. There it is. I like that using the cuckoo feels and like almost identical to using your paraglider. That's how many now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 more to go. And I assume they're just around the village. Nothing over here. Yeah, if you've seen a speedrun of this game, it's pretty great. One thing that I realized was the first time that I ever played, I obviously did all the Divine Beasts. So I completely and totally did not see half of the Ganon fight, which is ridiculous. That they actually like put into it. It's like they didn't make Ganon harder or easier. When you do the thing, you literally skip half. When you do all of the other Divine Beasts, you literally skip half of the Ganon fight. Which is ridiculous. So that's up to 6 now. So now I need 4 more. Yes, Soul Calibur 2. That's my favorite Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur 2 is great. Though the only reason I ever played Link was because he had bombs and arrows and he was super cheap because he could hit from really long range. His model in this is on par with that. Yeah, I mean, he had a great model in that, but that's because it was a fighting game. And so the focus was to have, like, crazy intricate models. And then on top of that, there was also, in that game though, the character I used the most was either Yoshimitsu or Mitsurugi. Both of them were my top tier guys in Soul Calibur 2. Yeah, his grab where you could just link cable across everything. Yep. Having Link in Soul Calibur 2 made the not PlayStation, but the GameCube version the definitive version that everybody played. Because nobody really cared about I think the other ones got like Kratos or somebody. Hey Wolfie, what's up? Welcome out to the stream. I'm collecting Cuckoos. I have collected 7 so far. I need 3 more. Yeah, that would have been nice. Though, I kind of like that they kept his moveset for Smash. Because he already had a moveset in Smash long before he had a moveset in Soul Calibur. But at the same time, it would have been nice to have had some sort of homage to it to a degree. I would like to be further up. In fact, I wish, you know what would help me in this situation that I don't have yet, and I bet I can go grab really quick? Let me go get the updated Sheikah sensor, and I'll just take a picture of a Cuckoo. I am not a crazy chick. Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. There were so many HD ports though for the Wii U, and I just wanted like newer games. I'm happy that I got stuff like Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and I had Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and I had Xenoblade X was really good. I had a couple of really good Wii U games, but overall, like a good chunk of what we ended up with on Wii U, especially in the Zelda department, considering I'm playing this on Switch, so I didn't even play it on Wii U. We ended up with pretty much nothing but HD ports of everything. Ancient materials. Some game. I want the Sheikah sensor upgraded. Yes. Snap. Splatoon was also really good. I'm looking forward to Splatoon 2, but I'm not necessarily looking forward to having to pay for, oh, and Mario Maker. Mario Maker was also really good on the Wii U. But I'm not really looking for, and Bayonetta 2, but I'm not really looking forward to having to pay, for my internet on the Wii U. Or on the Switch. Because it's gonna be Switch only, I think, for Splatoon 2, and it's, the money needed for that is gonna be annoying. In my personal opinion, that I'm gonna have to end up paying. Like, it's the reason why I didn't get a PlayStation 4. It's the reason why I got a PlayStation 3 instead of an Xbox. I just didn't want to have to pay to play online. And now I play on PC mostly, so once again, pretty much everything I do is online and not, pretty much everything I do now online is still gonna be free. That's why I don't have everything. So let's see here. Remote bomb requires 3 ancient shafts. There we go. Upgrade that. There were a lot of games that were definitely worth owning on the Wii U. It's just the system itself did not have didn't have big enough titles, and did not differentiate itself enough from the Wii to have ever sold well. The Switch, so far, completely and totally abandoning any Wii hardware and going with brand new hardware that's ridiculously crazy. That's something worth having. People seem to really enjoy the Switch so far. I know I enjoy mine. I enjoy being able to, you know, have it here where I'm playing it for you guys, and then whenever I want, I can just pop it out and I'm on the go again. It's really nice to do. That's gonna be good. Marvel vs. Capcom was always one of my favorite fighting games. I never got into Street Fighter, but Marvel vs. Capcom I super got into. I had friends that were super big into Mortal Kombat because of, you know, the blood and the bones and all of the gore and everything, but that was never what it was about for me. My big fighting games were Soul Calibur 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and Smash Brothers, most recently Smash Brothers, the Wii U version of Smash Brothers, so Smash 4 is my favorite version. I know there are a lot of people that are dedicated fans of playing Smash on Melee, but I was never actually the biggest. Like, I played Melee when it came out, but I was never the biggest fan of Melee's system after the fact. And I don't know. I know a lot of people that will disagree with me there, but it's just not what it was ever about for me. What did I just do? Oh yeah, I upgraded the Sheikah sensor so I could go back to Kakariko Village and take a picture of a chicken. The Switch is a great handheld and it's a decent console. I mean, like, if we're talking Nintendo consoles, it's up there with the Wii U. But the fact that it can also be carried portable did exactly what I wanted Nintendo to do, which is to capitalize on something that the PC couldn't do already. At least not effectively. Sure, I could get something like a, I could get all sorts of, like, these crazy little, like, experimental handheld PCs, but none of them actually play games at a decent anything. Whereas the Wii U, it does a really good job of being a Nintendo console that I can play as a console and a handheld, which is going to unify their entire development system, which means we're no longer going to get a split process between, oh, you have to own the Wii U to get this, and oh, you have to own the 3DS to get this. And honestly, I'm just ready to play a Monster Hunter on a non-handheld system again. Waiting for him to put his head up. I want to get a good picture. There we go. That's a good picture of Kaku. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. I mean, it's what sold the original game, because when you're a little kid in America and that's, you know, when somebody tells you you're not allowed to play this game because it has that in it, you go, oh, well, now I have to play it for that reason. And I've played, like, most of them, but, I've played most of the games, but it's just, well, yeah, it's gonna be fucking detecting the cuckoos that are over there. This might not have been the best idea. Yeah, the closest ones are still gonna be that over there. Here we are. And I never got into Street Fighter for, I don't even know why. I just didn't. And then Street Fighter 2 has blood. Yeah, I mean, I never got into Street Fighter either. I did get somewhat into the original Tekken, but that was after the fact of already having played, or no, I got into Tekken Tag. I got into Tekken Tag Tournament. And it was because after playing Soul Calibur 2, I found out that Tekken Tag, or one of the Tekken Tags, had Yoshimitsu in it as well, and I was super interested in playing another game with Yoshimitsu in it. Turns out I preferred him in Tekken Tag. I much prefer Mitsurugi in Soul Calibur to all, like, pretty much everything. But a Tekken Tag tournament was really fun for Yoshimitsu. But it might have just been because I figured out how to do his, like, helicopter move super early on, and I was very happy with myself. Yeah, that's just gonna lead me back to the ones that I've already found, isn't it? I don't think I've ever left the village from this direction. What's this way? Is it? Alright, that's cool. I mean, I know the Tekken Tags kind of games kind of, you know, went by the wayside because, you know, it was Tekken Tag and Tekken was the actual series. Bomb spot. Oh, what am I sensing now? I'm still sensing for chickens, right? Why is my sensor going off? Or unless, yeah, I'm facing, that's what's going on. I happen to be facing close enough to where the chicken's pin is now that, it's sensing chickens from this distance still. The ones in the pin. Play Soul Blade. Is that another fighting game? It sounds like a fighting game. I'm just distracted. Oh, I didn't know it was called Soul Blade. I thought they called the original Soul Edge. My favorite character to play in that, I guess it's called Soul Blade then. My favorite character in Soul Blade to play was the Master. 1, 2, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 chickens now. I'm missing 1. Got it. Always try to get hightail lizards when I can. I'd still argue that Soul Calibur 2 is still my favorite Soul Calibur game, including Soul Blade. But in America it was called Soul Edge. That's one of those fun America versus UK differences that happened a lot. Like the difference between the, was it the Genesis and the Master System? I know the Master System was the UK name, but I couldn't remember if it was the Genesis here or the Saturn. I never owned anything Sega, so... Well, up until the Dreamcast. I had a Dreamcast, and that was fun. And then, you know, it wasn't fun when the system failed, and nobody bought anything Sega ever again. The Sonic Adventure 2 was fun. So was the original. I preferred actually the original Sonic Adventure. I preferred having the hub world. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I preferred the hub world over not having the hub world in the original Sonic Adventure versus Sonic Adventure 2. So where is this last chicken? Oh, by the way, she has stemella shroom. Impa has stemella shrooms under her house. Mega Drive is the Genesis. All right. I feel like at one point I knew that for sure, but over time I slowly lost it. This dude has a way for his chickens to come inside the house and has so much on his walls about chickens. This guy's obsessed with chickens. Just double checking to make sure I didn't get them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm missing 1 chicken. Where in the village could I have not checked yet? I prefer Marvel 3. I just felt like it had a little bit tighter controls, in my opinion. I know a lot of people swear by it, but, and this is going to be the dumbest reason as well, I felt I liked the control versus graphics in 3 a little bit more than 2. And I liked, I feel like Mega Man was different, but it's been years since I played any of those. I played them all in the arcade. I never owned any in home. I never was one to own an arcade game. I didn't own many except for Soul Calibur. I owned Soul Calibur on GameCube. But other than that, I didn't own many, if at all, any fighting games. I either played them at my friends' houses or I played them in arcades, and it's just been years since I've stepped into an arcade. But I really liked 3. 3 was my favorite Marvel game. Marvel vs. Capcom, at least. That's what I hope we're assuming. Otherwise, I may, you know, be vastly off and have no idea that there's an entire series of just Marvel fighting games, in which case I could be, you know, mistaken entirely. I might get a MAME emulator, just to play some old fighting games for arcade. That'd be fun. But I don't own a fight stick anymore. So many problems with fighting games nowadays. They are, but I mean, like, we had some cool, well, so I used to live in Atlanta, and that's really where I did a lot of my arcades, because it was still like a big city and people went to like the arcades to play some of the fighting games and stuff. But the big thing nowadays. Oh, I didn't want to talk to you. Thank you. I didn't want to talk to you. I just was trying to run. Where the hell is this last chicken? Better not be like on the roof of something somewhere. Do you have a chicken hidden up here? Nope, no chicken's hidden up in the bedroom. I feel really silly looking for this right now. Well, so it's not something that you can do anymore, but I mean, you used to be able to. They just cost so much money. The idea would be that it cost a bunch of money, but you'd be making it back on arcade cabinets. But I know plenty of people who actually own official hardware still. Like, you can just find it on eBay. It's just really expensive. It's really expensive to buy official hardware, and it's not really worth it when you can just make a MAME cabinet with like a Raspberry Pi. But I know some people that still have official hardware for Centipede of all things. They actually had a Centipede cabinet in their home. There's the last chicken. It was on a roof. Got it. Chicken quest over. We did it, everybody. Hey, Mr. Chicken Man. Thank you so much. Really. I would never thank you enough. This isn't much, but I insist you take it. Hey, 50 rupees. Alright, well that's another quest done. And I've gotten your quest done. There's a little kid that's running around saying run, run, and he's got a quest. Why is there another chicken over here? Yeah, no. I mean, I understand why they don't, but it is a shame. It'd be cool to have a company that you could literally just go, yes, I would like to order one arcade cabinet. And they would just say, sure. Like, you know how you can buy like custom recliners and stuff. You can buy custom recliners. It's like, you know, you choose the upholstery color, you choose what you want, or like how you can customize a car, all that. It would be awesome for there just to be a company, welcome back Gamer Pro, that would just be able to make a cabinet. Because honestly, I would, in all honesty, jump on a chance to get an old gauntlet cabinet as well. Gauntlet would be a fun one to own. Galaga would be awesome. I know Galaga's a little bit older, but I had the high score on the Galaga machine at my hometown, and that was awesome. Or what would be really awesome is if they could do, speaking of Capcom, I think, wait, is Bomberman Capcom? Who makes Bomberman? Let me look this up really quick. Who makes Bomberman? Hudson Soft with Konami. Oh, it's a Konami game? It's never gonna happen then. Konami doesn't make video games anymore. But it'd be awesome if Konami could jump on a chance to make arcade cabinet to play like 15-man Bomberman. That would be awesome. Hide and seek or tag. Tag. But you gotta go. But I've gotta go home to sis when it's dinner time, okay? Well, they make pachinko machines. Yeah, they make pachinko machines, but they don't make games anymore, unless you're responding to me saying the other thing. Runs carefree around the village during the day. Her sister is too busy with her cooking to have time to play. More bored than ever now. Ooh, you caught me. That was so fun, though. This is my secret treasure, but you can have it. Crunchy Crunchables. Rock salt. Is she just eating rock salt? The hell? I guess nobody else in the village has any clue about that thing. Is that all the side quests in Kakariko Village that I just did then? Or are we out of them? Nobody else have a side quest they want me to do? Nope. I don't actually own Super Bomberman R. I own 1-2 Switch of all things, but I don't have enough controllers to really want to do that, because you can play Super Bomberman R up to 8 players, which is great for, you know, it being a home system. Albeit there's what was it? There was a Bomberman on, I think, Saturn that you can have to play up to like 32 players or something like that. There was some ridiculous number. There's a convention I help run every year, and we always have an arcade. Or no, it wasn't our convention that had the arcade. It was AWA. So there's an arcade in the anime weekend in Atlanta, which is in Georgia, and they have a system set up with it was I'm blanking on it so hard right now. It was a game system that was set up with Bomberman, and there was just a million people playing Bomberman. It was great. Wario was the first guest character, and they can only get him when their game is on Nintendo. Which it is. Yep. Yeah, at that point, Konami really should have stepped up their game and actually, you know, added him in. Especially if there's a fan demand for it. Well, I can't seem to get the shrine here yet right now. Maybe I'm missing something. But I can for sure get the one out in the sea here. So I'm gonna go from this shrine and just jump. Hey, Mr. Garado. I don't know how to pronounce your name without sounding like an idiot. So, I'm sorry about that. So let's jump from here to a shrine out in the middle of the water. Go! And I am glad you can fast travel in this game, because there's no coming back from this. Imagine taking a raft out to here. How long that would take. There's already a raft at the island as well, so I guess if you wanted to do a no fast travel run, you could. Yeah, the lack of Virtual Console definitely makes it a tough sell right now. They're supposed to be adding it in soon. I would argue that there's a couple of good games on the Switch, but they're not exclusive to the Switch, which makes it a tougher sell. Like I played through all of Shovel Knight on the Switch. I played through all of I Am Setsuna on the Switch. Obviously Zelda. I own 1-2 Switches, which is great for parties. I have Snipper Clips, which is also a great game. A major test of strength. Oh boy, here we go. Let's switch into, even if it does look dumb, we're switching into our highest spec gear possible. Which is going to be these pieces right here. I may not be ready for a major test of strength. I think I'm better off using the Dragon Bone bat. Oh boy, here we go. Major test of strength. I can get some sweet weapons for doing a major test, but only if I survive. Yeah, he's got one of every type of, like, the plus weapons. Wish the Final Fantasy series would be available on Switch. That would be cool, especially if they did, like, Virtual Console with it. Let's just go right here. Oh, what? Oh. Let's go ahead and eat another one of these. Zodiac Age is going to be great. I would say Final Fantasy XII might be my favorite Final Fantasy game. There we go. Yeah, witch time. Okay. Next best weapon is gonna be... A lightning spear would be nice to use, but I think I'm gonna use the ancient spear first. Just chipping away at that health. I don't care if I miss that chance. The weapons I currently am equipped with are not designed for... Ow. Are not designed for fighting a major test of strength. I'm gonna chew through all of my weapons this way. You're actually gonna do the... Yeah, you're doing that thing. In which case, it'll be best to switch out to my silver longsword. Dive bomb! And then, let's see here. That's technically my strongest... The Knight's Broadsword is technically my strongest weapons that I have right now. I like the Zora design. Yeah, the Zora's design in this is really cool. I think I'm gonna use my lightning spear for a little bit. Okay, you're doing that. I'll switch out to a Night Sword then. Switch back to... Yeah, let's just not let you do anything for a second. I'm doing a really bad job at dodging. You're gonna be doing blue? No, you're doing this. Oh yeah, he's doing this now. I'm really bad at blocking these. There it is. Okay. And I only had to chew through 2 shields to get it. I'm so much better at oh, but I lost the weapons. Oh wait, no I didn't. They just got launched like in all directions. A battle axe double plus. Yeah, double pluses in all regards is really nice right now. Let's see my reward for winning is. Yeah, the climbing gear. Nice. Alright, well. Let's see here. What else is there to do? I could start moving on to some more areas. I could be doing some side quests, or I could do other stuff. What you got for me, Wolfie? I remember where a lot of the spirit orbs are, so I tend to just go for the ones that are easiest for me to remember, and then I happen to also have a guide pulled up. Awesome, Wolfie. Good to hear. Oh, there's some luminous stone in here as well. Do I have a... Yes, I do have a sledgehammer. Smash. Luminous stone is very easy, free money. Considering it is easy to find and locate and all that. I could argue that other ores are also very easy to find because, you know, it's just rocks. Then you can actually take pictures of rocks and then use the Sheikah Sensor Plus to get stuff from it. But the luminous stone is even easier because you just go, you know, up around the Zora's area. And sure enough, when you're up there, you can find everything that you need. That's great to hear, Wolfie. 3 boxes. Completing all shrines is not a main mission. In fact, the only thing that you, the only main, there are some main missions, but completing all the shrines is not one of them. And there are some, and you can also complete the game without doing all of the main missions. I always reiterate that to finish this game, the only thing you actually have to do is beat, Zelda, or, not beat Zelda. All you have to do to actually win this game is beat, what, 4 boxes? I guess they're talking about the 4 treasure chests or something like that, that I can use Magnesis on to, trap on, the switch, and eventually weigh the switch down enough. There's one. There's 2. I can't get to that one right now, but what I can do is... well, there is my bow. Let's switch out. I'll get rid of some of my extra bows that I don't need. Now that it's in the water, I bet I can magnesis it. You beat Ganon, and then when I click further, and it's on Hyrule Castle again. Yeah, so after beating Ganon, you have beat the game. The game just doesn't save, and you can continue playing and do all the extra stuff if you want to get 100%. Inventory is full, but that's a Zora sword. I will easily replace my soldier spear for it. If you want to 100% the game, then yes, the shrines are part of 100%ing. The shrines, the side quests, and a couple of other stuff, they're part of 100%ing the game, but to beat the game, all you have to do is kill Ganon. That is 100% the only thing that is required to beat Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's why the speedrun for this game is so interesting, because there's nothing stopping you from going to Ganon immediately. You can immediately go to Ganon the second the game, well, after you get past the tutorial area, you can go straight to Ganon after that, and then you're in the clear. However, I don't know if there's different endings to the game depending on the other quests that you do. Because I know, or at least I feel like getting all of the memories is super important to beating the game. At least to getting a really good feeling ending to the game. And then doing all of the side quests is not really going to do anything for you. And The only thing that defeating the four divine, or like fixing the four divine beasts does, is it just cuts the Ganon fight in half. So there's no actual benefit to doing, like, there's no requirement to do all the extra stuff, but the extra stuff makes fighting Ganon that much easier. However, that being said, I don't know a person alive that goes into the into Breath of the Wild the first time at least, and their first thought is, I'm going to completely and totally subvert everything and go straight to Ganon. Everybody that I know of plays the game straight the first time, and then it's after that they go, okay, well, do I want to actually play the game, or is this good? Like, did I do what I want to do? Most everybody beats, like, they do the Divine Beasts and then beat Ganon, and then they go back and see if they can do anything else. But, there's no explicit reason to have to do the Ganon, or have to do the Divine Beasts, or have to do any of the side quests, or all of that. I mean, if you want to see somebody go MLG in this game, I highly suggest watching the current world record speed runs, because you're gonna see some crazy stuff if you do that. Like, the current world record speed runs are, okay, I still got my Lizalbo. A lot of the current world record runs are ridiculous. Where even is this thing right now? I need to turn in some Korok seeds. I just realized I've got 10 of them. I think I've only upgraded my inventory twice. And hey, now that I have double climbing gear, I can do this for near maximum climbing ability. I'm still missing a couple of pieces of climbing gear, but this is almost exactly what I need. Why am I out here? I guess I was headed kind of into the Gerudo area, but I actually want to head all the way up here first and try to activate the monster dude first. I'm gonna leave this area for now, and I'll come back later. I kind of wanted to get to Skull Island and activate the monster guy first, so then I can start selling monster parts for Mon and maybe eventually get the Dark Link armor. That's my goal for right now, at least. Correct. The rain in this area is going to stop me from climbing anything. Probably should have thought about that before I tried climbing anything. But it's super easy to get to where I'm going from here anyway, so I don't need to worry about it too much. You want to go? Mr. Emu? I don't think you do. This game is so pretty. Just every little bit of it. Nintendo really did a good job putting together a Zelda game that still embodied the spirit of Zelda, but completely subverted the genre, or completely subverted the game, the series. That's the word I'm looking for. Ooh, my favorite type of whiz robe. I love ice whiz robes. Ah, seriously, I missed twice. There we go. Because the ice rod is a great melee weapon. Really not melee, but you know what I mean. The ice rod is a great weapon to be used. Get rid of that spear, because the ice rod, I can now bing, and freeze enemies, which is awesome. Later. I just think I just scared him off the edge. I know it's going to be easier just to do that, but right now I want to go to this stable because I know this is where the Korok guy is, and I need to get some more weapon slots. Okay, where am I going? All right, it's over here. Hello, Maraca man. Will you Shakala for me? I want to do one more weapon stash, and then I think maybe a bow stash or two, depending on how many I have. That's right, every upgrade in every section just requires one more. It's not like, what's it called? It doesn't cost, more every single slot. It's every single individual spot. I mean, Wolfie's kind of in and out. And as far as him being in the military, I mean, if it's what he wants to do, I say let him do it. And not to really cause too much of a fuss. I know everybody kind of has their own thoughts and feelings on it, but it's his decision to make, really. Since I have the one seed left, I'll go ahead and upgrade my my shields slot. Watch is saying it's time to stretch, everybody. You know the drill. 1, 2, 3. I tend to agree with you, but at the same time, I know for a lot of people, Military service is a great way to pay for college and other further education. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of it myself, but I think that a well-maintained, well-educated person can make those kinds of decisions for themselves. And Wolfie seems to be of the sort. So I typically tend to say he's got his head on his shoulders, and if he thinks that what he's doing right there is worth it, then it's a then he can go ahead and do it. I'm not his parent, so I can't tell him not to. Switch out to go ahead and pull out a Knight's Broadsword. And jump, and swim up the waterfall. You can technically go up any waterfall as well, using cryosis as well. Because you can technically just, oh, that's a bomb. You can do that. If you really wanted to, but it's faster to swim up with Azor's armor. But if, say, for instance, you don't have the Zor's armor yet, you can make it up pretty much every surface in the game without any particular armor set. Using everything from the base that you originally get, you can go everywhere in the game. You might not have enough stamina, but you can get everywhere. Yeah, there's a certain amount of that as well. It was definitely something that I feel existed primarily during, it's something that existed especially during World War II in America. I haven't seen much military propaganda as far as like join the military, it's awesome, in a very long time. Yes, there are people that have, like, would visit our high schools and everything, but most people that were ever thinking about military had already thought about it and were either already planning on joining or already planning on not joining by the time any real recruiters got to us. And anybody that I knew that was going into the military, they were trying to do it for, like, a technical reason. So I couldn't really blame them, but then again, that can always go south and things can go horribly. Trump is trying to do a lot of things that most people don't agree with, but whether he can actually pull it off, that's going to be the real question. I know people tend to think of him as being horrible, and in a lot of regards he is, but there's also several regards where he's not horrible, but I think we just need to be able to hold our president to a higher standard than we've currently seen him being held to. So many people currently have the mentality of, oh, he's an idiot, let's treat him like an idiot, which is allowing him to get away with a lot of stuff. But I typically try not to be too political, but I guess my final thoughts on that is just we should keep we should be harsh on the president in the places where it actually deserves, and just keep him accountable for his actions. I'd argue that previous administrations allowed for executive orders to be used significantly more so than they ever were meant to be, and that has greatly increased the power of the executive branch in the U.S. government, which is really not good. The executive branch of the U.S. government already had enough power with what it had, and increasing it now has only made things harder for people to change anything for the better. The more power we give to the executive branch, the closer our government feels to a democracy, or less like a democracy and more like a dictatorship. So, oh, hold on, I don't want to use a nice arrow on this thing. Wow, it got real quiet after that political talk, didn't it? I'm not best at political talk because I do have a lot of dissenting views to what the popular liberal media do to popular. I would argue that democracy died over the last couple of elections. It's just everybody was okay with democracy being dead with Obama because he did good things. But the problems with that is that when you kill democracy for somebody to do good things, you leave democracy dead for people who can do bad things. And I just don't think anybody ever really thought about that problem until the thought that there might be a significantly worse president ever showed up. Obama made plenty of executive orders. Yes, a lot of people considered them good things that should have been done, but there's also a good chunk of people who considered them bad things that were not worth doing. Or not even, it's not even that they were bad things, but that the process of having to do, the way that he got them done was not good. Which I would actually tend to agree with to a degree. That's also true. It really did come down to a vote of the lesser of two evils this time around. Which is never really how you want the vote to go. But sometimes that's what it ends up coming down to. Yep, I would also agree that we've had an entirely oh damn. No. That wasn't good. Please deactivate so I can go by without fear of being shot. I don't have any ancient arrows, so I can't deal with you easily. Oh. Am I safe to go up here? I am. Awesome. Yep. There is a lot wrong in the world right now, and unfortunately, it's not as simple as telling people what's wrong to fix it. It'll for a lot of stuff, it's gonna come down to a lot more than just saying, oh, this is what we need to fix. The problem comes down to how do you fix it that works for everyone. Because for a lot of people, it just won't work. Like, yeah, it might fix the immediate problem, but then you start seeing rapid declines in national everything. I don't know. I'm not qualified to talk on this. I literally, I'm sitting here playing video games. That's what I do. I play video games and sell baby clothing for a living. Well, I don't sell the clothing. I sell strollers and car seats, but same idea. I am not qualified to be talking about political stuff. I'd say there's... I think the problem is excess, really. Excess in any regard is bad, because I'd say greed is a great motivator for getting good things done. After all, you know, the people that make things like, you know, penicillin or things that might really save somebody's life, those things were probably made by somebody who could easily have gone, who probably one of their first thought processes was, oh wait, I can make money off of this. Like that's a lot of medical advancement is made off of somebody Ow. Ow. Come on. But an excess in greed basically stops people from being able to do good because they're so focused on what can I make that it's no longer good to do things. It is literally about making money. And I'd argue that the pursuit of money is not a bad thing, and that capitalism as a system is not bad. In fact, it's probably one of the most actively used and working systems. But with that being said, capitalism can also very easily be corrupted. But so can socialism and pretty much every system ever. Corruption's part of human nature. And I just don't think that it's very fair to say one system is good, one system is bad, or that there's one particular problem in the world. It's just everything culminates into a problem. And as time goes on, you slowly learn that there's no real fix. Can I magnesis? Yes, I can. Awesome. I wanted to magnesis that shield out at least. The night shield is really nice. Let's go ahead and pull out. Okay, let's see here. Can I get up further now? Or am I still screwed? Kind of looks like I'm still screwed. Get out of this situation. I want to climb this tower, but I don't want to get myself hurt unnecessarily, which it kind of looks like is my only option. Unless I can find another eyeball somewhere. I don't see any more eyeballs. Just shot the one. My counter argument for nobody's thinking for themselves as well would just be that there are also plenty of people who are thinking of others. The problem is that the people that tend to benefit from people thinking of others are the people that are thinking for themselves. And that's where we see where systems like welfare kind of break down. Where yes, where welfare at its core is a very good idea. And it's very important to have something like welfare. Or stuff like Obamacare and stuff. But the problem is that when you make those systems as permanent as they are, or as mandatory as they are, you get, you know, families, generations of families that never work a day in their life because the welfare check always came in, you know? I don't know. I really kind of want to get off this subject now. There's a lot, like I said, there's a lot that I don't agree with, but there's a lot that I think is harder to fix than just say, do this. And I think that's the problem that we're currently at, is that nobody has really found the solution to problems that nobody really cared to fix before. Oh, this is a blood moon, isn't it? Yep, that's blood moon. How do I get past this? Oh boy, that guy's back alive. That's right. We need people like Seedon in this world. Yes. Seedon will save us. Seedon, 2020, I guess? Honestly, if any president had a smile quite like Seedon's, I think all bets would be off. Oh, hey, look, an arrow. Why can't I climb this? Like, I get to the top of it and then I don't stay up there. There we go. I just really don't want to deal with that guy. I'm willing to waste some bombs. Season 2020, I believe in you. That's interesting. That might be just what I need. Ah, but they're like nearly destroyed metal boxes too. I need to be careful with them. Be here. Go ahead and put this box in. There we go. And then this one I can do the same with. I'd love to be able to. Nope, don't break, don't break, don't break. Damn it! It broke. Had some blackened crab in it. This tower would be so much easier if I could climb. Oh wow, because it's nighttime. It's officially too cold for Link because it's nighttime. I mean, I could make it up if I thought I could climb past or on that purple stuff long enough to get past up to the next level. It's just the purple stuff that's in the way. I got a metal box in here, didn't I? Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out if I could get a metal box up there, then I could jump onto there. Let's see here. The question then becomes, can I do that without breaking the metal box? Okay, got it up there. I suppose I should just kill these guys off. And that's how we deal with annoying enemies. You hit them over and over and over again, one hit at a time until it dies. I've now properly dealt with all the enemies in the area. Again. Nice broadsword. If only I had that second box. Oh wait, you know what I can do? Oh, this is gonna be treacherous as hell. But let's see here. Can I octo balloon this box into the air and then jump off of it onto the structure? This can only end in sadness for me. Let's go. Well, I just screwed up my ability to get up there. Nah. Damn it. I was really hoping that would work. This is back. That literally just eliminates the front bit here. And there's no other eyes to shoot, so there's no way to progress up the tower. See, I've made a full round of the tower, I think, now, and every single point there's a ring of goo, making it impossible to get any higher. Oh, wait, that's the metal box that just dropped before. I was like, oh wait, is that a second metal box? But no. I broke the second metal box. I don't want to give up on this, because I really wanted to get to the Akala region as soon as I could and, like, have the map and everything. But it's progressively looking more and more useless to try. Yep, all sides are blocked. You have to get above the ring to get to anywhere useful. And is there anywhere nearby that's as tall as this point? Because I don't think there is. This is like the tallest point. I think I could crawl across it if it lets me crawl. Let's see here. No, it won't even let me it won't let me go past it either. I have to be able to jump above it before I get up there. Why would they make an impossible puzzle? I should maybe not be wearing electrocutable gear. I suppose the other way to do it would be to, let's see here. The other way to get around it would be to climb up this section here somehow and get up to there. this really doesn't help me that much. I need to be able to climb up, but I can't. Unless, hold on. I've got another really dumb idea. So if I stasis, right? And then I screwed up. Level out. Level out, please. Go! Yes! I can't believe that worked. Oh, that was the dumbest thing. Oh, and the box shattered on the way down. There's no going back now, boys. Oh, no. Whew, that was hard. That was annoying. That entire puzzle was solved with octoballoons, of all things. Freezing the box so that I could, freezing the box so I could stabilize it with 2 octoballoons, enough to lift me up into the air, and then jump off. That's not how that puzzle should have been solved. If anything, I bet they wanted me to solve that puzzle with Rivali's Gale, and that was supposed to be a, like an armor and weapons, like, slash skill check to see if you've done the Divine Beasts yet. But no, you won't stop me from getting my goal. Whew. I'm tired now. Spent so much time on that one puzzle just trying to figure out how to do it. Like how I just did it there. So let's see here. From here, I can clearly see that shrine right there. That shrine right there. Are there any other shrines that I can see from here? I don't really think so. No, I can't. So let's go ahead and go to that shrine over there then. And I see the island where Terrytown eventually goes. My main goal of coming to this area was finding Robbie's research lab and going to the monster island. There's a couple of guardians down on that platform. I should maybe have more HP before I do a lot of the stuff that I've been doing recently, but I kind of just want to get to these areas early enough to where it can actually matter that I made it there, you know? As silly as that sounds. And also, while I'm here, we can stop by a fairy fountain, which is just right over here, and unlock our second fairy fountain. Though in my first playthrough, this was the 4th fairy fountain I found, so this will determine whether or not the fairy fountains are set values and I just happen to find them in the correct order, or if the order is entirely dependent. I'm gonna pick up all the amaranth I can, because if I remember correctly, amaranth is a speed thing, right? Or is that defense? Amaranth is a defense thing. Okay, well, it doesn't matter to me. Amaranth is still a good thing to collect. I'd argue defense is just as important as some of the other things that we can collect. With more Endura carrots around here. Please. Sure. 500 rupees. Yep. Okay, so it is 100% dependent on when you find them, not there's no order to finding them. It's just you activate each one that you activate takes more rupees than the last. I've never seen this one. So I happen to have everything required to upgrade the Champion's Tunic to level 2, which makes it ridiculously good. I'm not really going to be enhancing the Hylian hood that much anymore, unfortunately. I'll spend that on the greaves before I spend it on anything else, considering I wear the greaves more. I think I've got everything to upgrade the Zora armor to full level 2. I'm short Hyrule Bass, of all things, to get all of the Zora's gear up. Not gonna be able to upgrade that, but I can upgrade the Climber's gear to tier 2. Or to, yeah, tier 1, my bad. I'm missing Hightail Lizards to get the Climber's gear up more. And Volt Fruit to get the rubber gear up more. Link did know a lot of the Zora in this game. That comes down to the fact that the Zora, however, live for a very long time, where most of the other races tend to have much more Hylian length lifespans. Upgrade while I can while I'm here. Do I have anything else? Oh, I have the rubber tights. Right. Alright, that gets everything that I can upgraded. Including the Champion's Tunic to a ridiculous 14 armor. Which means I'm now up to 31 armor in my base gear. I can technically be up to 34 if I'm wearing the Hylian hood. I think is now on par. No, the Hylian hood now is better than my soldier's gear. But I don't have enough Moblin guts to finish the rest of the soldier's gear. Now that I'm no longer in the storm, I should switch out to my other gear. I can even do this. Speed up my movement process. Come on, keep going downhill. There we go. Get some speed into that surf. That got me a good distance there. Lightning storm means switching off from lightning gear. Okay, my armor doesn't affect my lightningness. That's nice. It's just weapons and armor that do it. East Akala Stables. Look how dopey this guy looks. Let's see here. Can I get a good picture of him? Look how silly this guy looks. Those rugged rhino beetles. With your hands. What about tough elixir? That's a deal. Any chance I get, I always buy all of Beetle's arrows. Because I always need more always need more arrows. And hardy radishes are nice. And now I can sell while I'm here. Considering I'm a little bit behind on rupees right now after all the buying that I've been doing with armor and whatnot. I want to hang on to everything else. Let's see here. I am... Need to walk this way more. Oh, hey, look, there's another shrine way out there. Wait for it. Oh, there it is. And got it. Where's that shrine? Ah, it's in the eye of the skull. That's where I'm headed. Man, that thing is a long way out there. Oh, there's a Lionel. We really want to avoid that. I should maybe think about making some more healing stuff. Oh, that's a Hinox. Alrighty then, we'll avoid that as well. So how am I doing as far as approaching the lake? I'm getting close. Yep. Lionels are absolute assholes. Where's the dude? Unless he doesn't spawn unless you talk to the girl that has the monster extract. But I could have sworn he was here. And it's gonna suck if he turns out not to be here just because it's daytime and or because I haven't talked to that one girl about his existence yet. This definitely didn't feel like the kind of game that required triggers like that to activate stuff. I might need to come back here later. Because it seems like there's a good chunk of stuff I really can't do yet. Yikes. I was hoping things would be a little bit easier for me, but I guess not. Well, instead of doing that, let's go back to the Akala Tower and go from there. Oops, wrong button. There it is. That's the one I'm looking for. Oh, there's also one right there. That one's right next to a stable. I can get that one another time. I'm more interested in this one over here. I feel like I miss a lot whenever I travel in the air like this. Like, there's another one right over there. There's a lot of shrines in this area. Back up to the top of the tower. Let's do it again. I want to try and get as much health as I can before I start doing other stuff. There's another one down here. And back up to the top again to get to the last stuff. Alright, and the final jump from this platform, for now at least, be up and over the ridge. There's a moblin fighting a person down there. And they seem to be holding their own, which is pretty impressive on its own right, in its own right. Alright, that gets us a bunch of, oh, sorry, I just hit the microphone. That gets us a bunch of new stuff. Time to stretch again, everybody. The power of fire. Oh, I think I could just knock this one over. Whoa! Okay, so I can hit these a lot further than I thought I could. Which time? Got full inventory, so I can't carry anything like that. That was a lot of fire. Let's see here. This patch burns. Will it burn all the way through to that? I guess it will. So I need to hit that one, that one, burn all of that. We'll catch those two boxes on fire and drop the stone plank onto the switch. That's really all I need to do. But what else do I want to do? I want to get that chest. I can just magnesis that down. No reason to waste an arrow. Or durability on my bow. Speaking of durability on your bow, I just got a knight's bow. I think that might be the last of it. Alright, then let's go through. So much teleporting. So many loading sequences. It's really annoying when it's just like loading sequence after loading sequence. Metal makes a path. Well, we have to stasis my way across then. Pardon me. Excuse me. That metal ball coming through. Thank you. Wow, that had 5 balls fall every time that it did something. Wow. Also, I should probably go back to that one because that one had a treasure. My inventory is full. Do I have anything I want to replace? Yeah, I'll replace that. Got 5 spirit orbs now. I'll be able to get 6 next. Then I think I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade everything, and then I'm probably gonna head off really quick. We will be back later tonight for some Paper Mario, so look forward to that. But tonight I think, or for now, I think I'm gonna head off because I need to watch some stuff and I need to study. I just need to finish these last couple of shrines that I've got, and then I'll have everything that I want to do for now. Really, I would have loved to have also gotten the one at the skull place, but I'm not sure if I have enough stamina to climb that high. Ah, they thought about it this time. That isn't that one aside? Oh, because they can only move in certain directions. Ah, that's what I need to do. Oh, it's a perfect circle. Okay, so I need to be looking over the other side. There we go. Silver scale spear. I can't remember if I need one of those or the other kind of spear to do anything that I want to do, but this knight's broadsword's about to break, so it doesn't matter. I'm getting it anyway. Oh no, well. Where will it land me? Okay, good. It at least put me back on my perch. Last place. Actually, I could easily go and do that labyrinth right now too. No, I'll end it up here, and we'll get our stuff, and then we'll come back here tomorrow. I just need to get my health up as soon as I can, and so I'm eager, but at the same time, I'm playing it every single day now has been kind of fatiguing to a degree, especially on stream, because like normally if I'm playing a game like this, I can have the game going and then just have like a YouTube video or something up in the window next to me here. And that's easier to do, but playing it straight with no real distractions or anything like that can, after a couple of days, can be pretty, I wouldn't, annoying is not the word. But, fatiguing. That was too much force. And that could very well be the end of it, but unfortunately for me, I am all about getting those treasure chests. So, come on, yeah, first try. That's really annoying. That puzzle right there in particular. Oh no. Don't, damn it, because I didn't stay in the menu, I didn't get to keep it. Now watch me try this a million times and fail. Because I couldn't get it because I accidentally forgot the first try. To keep it on the thing until I get the prize. Come on, it's so agonizingly slow. Whoops. Ooh, the Great Frost Blade. That is a good weapon. Let's get rid of the Zora Sword. Much as I like it. Well, I'll get rid of it for a Great Frost Blade. Oh, shoot. I didn't even realize that I actually had one left, which is great. That works out perfectly because that means that I can get 2 upgrades. Okay. I was worried that I was gonna come out of here with not too great of a system, but there we go. Go ahead and plug my controller up. What we have in store for us in this dungeon. Or dungeon, shrine, whatever. Oh, a minor test of strength. Oh, that's gonna be easy. I wonder how minor of a test of strength I can make this. I could actually make it even more minor if I use the spear, though. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at dodging the axes. As easy as I can. I don't have as easy a time dodging the axe as I do dodging the sword. While it's doing that. And there we go. That's how easy, that's how minor of a test I can make this. These things usually drop good gear. Like, doing these tests usually drops good gear. I want to hang on to my ice rod, so I think it might be time to drop. I know I just picked it up, but the silver scale spear is gonna have to go. Because the ancient battle axe is better than it. A giant ancient core. That's pretty good. Sweet. So that gives me an even 8, so I can get 2 hard upgrades. Shoot a fire arrow into a bomb barrel to make it explode. Tossing a burning weapon at one works too. Also, just tossing the barrel works. Splat, you actually did bring something up that I didn't think about before, but I guess, yeah, Lionels are not new to this game. Whenever I first saw them, my first thought was, oh man, this is a crazy strong, like, centaur. I've never seen a centaur game. I've never seen a centaur in a Zelda game before. But I guess I technically have, because I now remember the overly blocky, like, hard to tell what it was Lionel sprite in the original. Though I don't remember Lionel's in A Link to the Past. Maybe I'm just forgetting that one. We're going with heart containers from here on out, pretty much. For some reason, I thought they were new. I don't know why, but I thought they were new. Maybe it's just because this is the first game they've been in a really long time. Kind of like there hasn't really been any, haven't had likes in a game in a while, and we haven't had Tektites in a while. There are a lot of Zelda enemies that just go without being used for years. And every now and again they add new ones, like, Moblins were always in the games, but then, like, Bokoblins became like a mid-tier Moblin. And it's like, well, why does this exist? It exists because they wanted it to exist. Fortified. Defense. Yep. Goblins are definitely the grunts. Grilled prime meat. 1, 2, 3. With an acorn and a Hyrule Bass. They're not even grunt level. Party fish skewer. And then what else can I make right now? Got a lot of tireless frogs and restless crickets. Stamina recovery. Temporarily increases your max stamina. I'm gonna go with stamina recovery first. Two, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just want to cook a bunch of stuff up right now. Ooh, double speed. That's nice. Ooh. That apparently worked out well for me. Double defense up for 3 minutes. Yeah, see, these are dishes where these critters down here are for elixirs. And then a fairy is just a fairy. Hmm. I've got so much food, but I really don't want, like, I have, like, next to nothing to do with a lot of it. Like, I could keep making meals, but I've already got so many, like, right here. I think I'm gonna leave it off for there. We did the stuff. We got our extra hearts. We found a lot of shrines already. Like, pretty much every shrine in this area, plus every shrine in this area. Plus most of the shrines in this area. I think there's like 1 or 2 that I'm missing in here. We went there, but we didn't find anything. And Robbie's place is at the very end of this, but there's a guardian right in here. Too much food, not enough stomach. I think I am gonna leave it off here for today. We'll be coming back to this as soon as I can. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I just kind of, I don't know, something happened today and I got, you know, I bummed out a little bit, and I feel like maybe I need to just, you know, pay attention to some other stuff. It might just be stress from us swiftly coming along toward my exams and not being ready for exams. So it might be my body's way of saying you should study instead. But I think I'm going to end it off here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I've been Paladin Null. This has been Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Expect some Paper Mario later today. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.